The anatomy of the ligaments of ankle on this cadaveric specimen of the ankle, to dissected specimen. So now this is fibula, this bone is fibula, this is tibia. So fibula, the lateral distal end of fibula is known as lateral malleolus. So from the lateral malleolus we have this thick band of ligament, this ligament which I am holding. This ligament is going from lateral malleolus to the talus. So this ligament is known as anterior talofibular ligament. The name is itself says what is it? Talus and fibula, anterior talofibular ligament. It has two bands. If you see, this band is separate. This is a separate band. So this is the superior band of anterior talofibular ligament, commonly known as ATFL. This is the inferior band of anterior talofibular ligament. So an ankle sprain, this inversion injury is the most common injury, and see in this inversion injury there is a lot of stress on this ligament. See in this injury there is a lot of stress in this ligament, and this ATFL ligament is the most common ligament to get injured and sprained during the ankle sprains. So it undergoes either a sprain or a partial tear or sometimes even a complete tear. So this is the anterior talofibular ligament. When we do a PRP injection for a partial tear or tendinosis or ligamentosis of the anterior talofibular ligament, we come like this, we keep our probe like this, we come like this into the anterior talofibular ligament, we enter the anterior talofibular ligament, we do needling of the ligament all over under ultrasound guidance, and then we inject platelet-rich plasma in and around the tear sites or diffusely if there is diffuse ligamentosis or fibrosis of the ligament. And usually it responds very well to these PRP injections, these ATFL partial tears injuries. So this is the anterior talofibular ligament. Then posteriorly, so if you want to see ATFL, you have to do slight inversion, then it becomes tight. And then from lateral malleolus there is another ligament going posteriorly. You want to sew this, then you should do a dorsiflexion. See, on dorsiflexion this ligament is becoming tight. This is plantar flexion and this is dorsiflexion. So on dorsiflexion you keep the probe like this, going posteriorly like this. When you see this ligament, this is the calcaneofibular ligament. This ligament is calcaneofibular ligament. The peroneal tendons which has been cut here, they travel on top of this ligament and it forms a hammock on which the peroneal tendons rest. This is the calcaneofibular ligament, also commonly known as CFL. Then coming medially, we have this another important ligament right here is the syndesmotic antero-inferior tibiofibular ligament, also known as AITFL. This is lateral malleolus, this is the tibia. So this band here, you see this thick band here, this is the AITFL, the syndesmotic antero-inferior tibiofibular ligament, and then this here is the real syndesmosis or introducous membrane between the tibia and fibula. So sometimes there is a high ankle sprain or a high ankle injury in which the syndesmotic ligaments get damaged, and this can get damaged, and sometimes it is associated with the fibular fracture also, which is there is a separate Weber classification for that. So whenever there is a syndesmotic injury, it almost always needs a surgical correction, otherwise patient will have long-term pain sequelae. So moving over to the medial ligaments. Medially we have this is the medial malleolus, this is talus. So from medial malleolus to talus we have the ligament going, which is known as the deltoid ligament per se, the proper deltoid ligament. Now it has two components, you can see clearly here. This is the anterior band of deltoid ligament or tibiotalar ligament. This is the posterior band of the deltoid ligament or tibiotalar ligament. So again these both bands will have superficial components, these are the superficial fibers, and then deep inside are the deep fibers. So superficial fibers of the posterior band, deep fibers of posterior band, superficial fibers of anterior band, deep fibers of posterior. So we just talked about the deltoid ligaments, the anterior and the posterior bands. Both anterior and posterior band will have superficial part and a deeper part. Next, moving on to this ligament continues, it's been cut out here. This ligament continues down here, and this is known as the spring ligament. So medially and inferiorly, the spring ligament, it has two bands, the anteromedial band. This can also get injured, spring ligament. Then this is the anterior tibiotalar joint, the ankle joint. This is the antitibitalar joint. This is the talar dome. This is the distal end of tibia. This is where the osteochondral lesions happen during the ankle sprain injuries. When they impact against each other, osteochondral lesions happen here. What else you want to see is, this is the cut end of the peroneus longus tendon. It goes like this, then it traverses below the foot and goes and traverses and attaches to the base of the first metatarsal. The peroneus brevis will attach to the base of the fifth metatarsal. What else? This is the plantar fascia, and ligaments we have covered, all the ligaments we have covered.